Hi, how are you?
Hey, good morning. Good, how are you?
Good, good. Thank you for doing this live with us today here at First Person Arts.
Sure.
Yeah, it's funny, we've been talking about you and to speak in basketball terms, you're like our sixth man. You're always like coming up the bench, doing stuff for us, and we never actually like talked to you and gotten to like know, your story, how you came on, and just like, what's your experience been with First Person Arts. We're like, oh, let's get DJ Claudia to come in and like talk to us for a little bit.
Well, happy to be here. Yeah, that's so sweet.
Yeah, so let's just, I guess, to start off, like, how did you like get involved here with us at like First Person Arts?
So I heard from now a friend of mine, Betty Smithsonian, just reached out. I think was aware that I've done some DJing around Philly, sort of through word of mouth, and told me more or less what this gig entailed, and I thought it sounded cool. It's unlike anything I'd done before, exactly. So. And it's been a great experience. I've been enjoying curating, playlists for specific themes. It's pretty fun.
That's cool. Yeah, yeah, Betty's what's great about like First Person Arts is, like I've said before, like we kind of bring people in through like word of mouth, and like our hiring process is a little more like, who do you get a good vibe off of? Like, oh, you should meet this person. So yeah, so I've heard like, great things about you, and seen you at the shows and stuff like that. How long have you been DJing?
So, I started in college when I was an undergrad. This was back in like 2007, so a while back. And then I took a long hiatus, and started again in 2020 when the pandemic started. I got involved in this decentralized community radio station called Gutsy Radio. So
Okay.
broadcast from home, which is kind of the beauty of this happening during the pandemic. You had kind of a creative outlet, have a 2 hour block and play whatever you wanted. So that's kind of what sparked or re-sparked that love of DJing and curating for me, 2020.
That's
Yeah.
cool. How do you, I guess, like, as far as like you being a DJ, like you gotta get the assignment first and theme and be like, okay, they want hip hop, but they want like radio edited, like kind of like that.
Yeah, I try to be, kind of broad sometimes, depending on the theme, because that's sort of the beauty of these first person arts events, that, it's subject to the storyteller's interpretation of a theme. So you kind of like have a lot of latitude in that way. But no, I haven't like had to do any radio edits of stuff. Maybe, maybe I will, depending on the next theme.
Oh, that's actually kind of funny. I didn't think about that because like we do have themes like like True Colors or like coming up as Haunted. So I guess you are in your own way telling a story of like these are what I think what songs will fit this theme.
Yeah, and I wasn't explicitly asked to do that, but I kind of figured why not, right?
Yeah, I was thinking like actually we should talk to you about like maybe doing like a Spotify channel
Oh,
with us and being like these are the songs that we played on our last show. We don't want to give it away before the
right.
show, but be like, oh, these are what DJ Claudia threw down during the
Yeah,
show.
yeah, that sounds like a fun collaboration. Should be pretty easy to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to the people in charge around here and be like, oh, can we do that? Because I know people like I love a curated playlist. Like I have a bunch of friends who are like, you should listen to my playlist, and I'm like, oh, they're great.
Yeah, yeah, I'd be happy to do that.
That's great. Have you yourself gotten on stage at all?
No, I haven't, and I haven't even gotten as far as imagining what I would share on stage. I just have such a like, um, I have a lot of admiration for the people that do go up there and, for 5 minutes and share as much as they can. But maybe one day if there's a theme that really resonates. So far, I just
Well, I mean,
haven't.
if you ever have time, like if you want to tell like a quick story, and I'm always in the lobby like taking short stories from people, so that way like I feel like the people doing the short stories in the lobby is like a way to get the engine going. Where they're like, oh, I just have to talk for a minute. I can tell a 1 minute situation that happened.
That's cool. Okay, yeah, I haven't encountered you in the lobby, but I'm aware of your presence out there, so that must
Yeah.
be interesting too. Just kind of being an ear for people that might be
Yeah,
interested.
yeah. Like afterwards, like after you're done, like I'll still set up if you're like, you know what, I got a story for Haunted. That one time. I'm actually hosting oh, exclusive. Pow, 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 pow. I wish you had the soundboard. I'm hosting the November 21st Craving, and that's actually gonna be my first time telling a story on the FBA stage, even though I've been like working with them for like 4 years.
Oh wow, that's exciting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm excited. A little nervous too, because I'm like, ooh, I'm more of a stand-up comedian, and storytellers, well, the audience of storytellers for storytelling shows don't like it when you go up there and try to do like a stand-up routine. They
Right.
want to hear more an authentic, like, take us through the emotions, don't just hit us with like
Right. It
punchlines.
has to be vulnerable and like authentic, which is kind of hard. Yeah.
What do you think of, like, I guess when you're up there, like like, yeah, are any stories or anything that have stuck out to you that you're like, oh, that, that was really cool. Like, I know you've done a bunch of gigs.
Yeah. Well, actually, there is this one storyteller who's told a couple stories that are like very funny and just like disarming. I'm trying to remember the first one about like her being a middle school teacher, and you know which one I'm talking about.
Marjorie.
Yeah, yeah, just
Yes.
like the punch, just like kind of a punchline. It isn't a stand-up set, but there's just something so deeply funny about hearing, a woman of a certain age kind of be like say the word pussy or something.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, Marjorie does have such a great way of telling stories, and you're right. It's a skill set that, like, you don't want to go out there just disrespect and be like, I'm just gonna talk, because, like, sometimes, as a comedian, I get people who are like, I could be funny, and I'm like, okay, try it, and it just doesn't go over well. So I'm glad that all the storytellers we've had come up like really respect the craft.
yeah, no, she's an excellent storyteller. I've seen her go up a couple times now.
That's great. Yeah, yeah. And you'll be there with us next week on the 24th.
Yep, that's right, with a haunted curated playlist. Yeah.
Right. I think Betty is hosting that one. Yeah, Betty's the host for that one. So our good friend will be there. Great. Yeah, is there, just real quick, I mean, before I let you go for the day, I really appreciate your time. Is there anywhere maybe we could find some of your work or some of your playlist or anything like that?
Yeah, yeah, there's a Mixcloud connected to Gutsy Radio, gutsyradio.org. There should be a link to the Mixcloud sort of archived shows. A bunch of mine are up there. I'm happy to send that link to you too.
Yeah, please do. If you can send to me Instagram, and then I'll like, we'll put it in our link in bio. Like, check out, Claudia's work and stuff like that, and come check out her spinning skills live.
Cool.
Do you know how to,
Sounds good.
like, jump from like one, like, do you do like jumping from like one to, like, have you done like full
Oh,
clubs?
no,
Oh,
no, I can do matching things, but that rarely is like a skill set that I feel is necessary for the kinds of gigs I do. Yeah, no, no, no real clubs.
no, I mean, 'cause I just wanted to know, because like I've talked to you just like who love that hypeness of like, man, I'm getting everybody to move and stuff like that. Real quick, like, yeah, what do you love about it, real quick, before I let you go?
About
DJ.
DJing?
Yeah.
Uh, um, I really just love music, and get it's just very exciting to be able to share the stuff that I am into or have like researched. I like to do deep dives around like genres and things like that. So I don't know. I think it's maybe the therapist in me that likes to have like a moment of connection in that way.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, you're a therapist. Like, that's your day gig.
I, it's my day job.
Oh, okay, cool. DJ therapist is pretty cool. Name two if you ever want to
Right.
like DJ therapy. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time, and we can't wait to see you next Tuesday and hear what you mix for us. And I'm gonna talk to them about seeing if we can like get your work as a playlist, like, for us, so like every month people can check out what we just played.
Cool. Yeah, that sounds great. Well, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Have a good rest of your day.
Have a good
Bye
day. Bye.
bye.